Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're preparing a banana bread with some caramelized bananas on top and some milk chocolate chips. Just as a reminder, if you're new here, we're a French Peruvian couple living in London and we love trying recipes either from cookbooks or that we find online. So let's get started.
For this banana bread, you don't need that many ingredients. You are going to need 5 bananas, butter, sugar, flour, vanilla, 2 eggs, and chocolate chips. We are starting with 4 very ripe bananas. What we are going to do is peel them, cut them, and mash them into a puree. You can use a blender or just a fork like we did. No need to be too precise here, you can keep it quite rough. Just aim for nice puree.
Once that's ready, transfer it into a bowl and add your sugar, white or brown, depending on what you prefer, or just use whatever you have at home. Then mix everything together. We don't have a hand mixer, so we use the blender instead, but you can also mix it by hand with a whisk. You should now have a nice smooth texture as you can see here. At this stage, add 2 eggs and mix everything again with your blender.
Once that's ready, add some butter and a teaspoon of vanilla, and blend everything again. Separately, in another bowl, combine your self-raising flour, some extra baking powder, mix that together, and then add it to your previous banana mixture. Give everything one final mix until you get a smooth batter.
Once the banana batter is ready with no lumps, you can add 100 grams of chocolate chips, milk, dark, or whatever you like. Give it one last good mix just using a spoon, and your batter is ready. Before you pour your banana mixture into the baking dish, make sure you grease it with some butter or oil so it's easier to remove once baked. If you don't want to add caramelized bananas, you can bake it as is, but if you do, here's the extra step. In a pan, add some butter and sugar to create a simple caramel. Once it's melted, add your bananas and let them caramelize as you'll see in this video.
In case you are interested in other dessert recipes, we are adding a link at the top right for our tarte tatin recipe. It's one of our favorites, really simple to make and a true showstopper. Definitely worth checking out if you want to impress your guests. This recipe is perfect for breakfast or as a snack, and it's so simple that in just 1 hour you will bake something delicious with some old bananas instead of throwing them away. If you are enjoying our content, please give us a like. It makes such a difference for a small channel like yours. And if there are any other recipes you would like us to try, please just let us know in the comment section below.
Once your caramelized bananas are ready, place them on top of your banana bread batter. If you want, you can add some extra chocolate chips here too. Then pop everything into the oven at 180 degrees or 350 Celsius Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes. Just insert a knife to check. If it comes out clean, your banana bread is ready.
And once it's ready, this is what it should look like. You can see the nice caramelized bananas on top, which add quite a special touch. Now we are going to cut into it so you can see the texture inside. And that's it. Here's a verdict. We recommend this recipe we found online. However, we will make some tweaks in the future, so stay tuned for when the new version will come out.
If you enjoyed this recipe, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.